Random thought idea. I think that in every person there is a narrative, a tape that is playing. And that tape is a tape of a story that they believed about themselves. It influences their behavior and their emotional temperament and capacity when they face life's challenges. So taking a vinyl, for example. When you record onto a vinyl, you're recording grooves. And these grooves, they capture the sound pattern that is read by a needle whenever you play a vinyl on the record player. So the needle actually reads the sound patterns that are recorded onto the vinyl. So the same mechanism applies to tape in the sense that there are grooves that are recorded onto the tape and are read by the tape player. The music sound patterns or the audio sound patterns and are read by the tape player whenever you play it. When you face rejection, there's a story that you play that influences the way you react and behave when you are rejected. When you face moments of joy, there's a narrative that plays that influences how you behave when you experience that moment of joy. Sometimes there are moments that require you to change the tape, to change the narrative and change the way you see yourself. Self-belief. There's a tape, that narrative, that story has an impact on your self-belief. And there are moments when you need to change the tape to a different narrative about your self-belief. I think that has to come with an awareness of believing that things are working out for your good, especially in a case where you have like a little bit of a negative self-belief. It's almost like you need to change the narrative that you have of yourself. Things appear differently when you are optimistic. When you believe that everything that is happening is working out for your good. I'll share a personal outlook that I've had for a while, and I've had to, or I still have to, change the tape. Some years ago, when I would face moments when I'm not working, I would go through a lot of guilt. Guilt from, why did you pick this career? Why did you make the choices that you made? That guilt comes with, it's like a weight on your shoulder that you just carry. In everything that you're doing, it's almost like you are being punished for a wrong decision, when in essence the decision is not wrong. I chose what I believed in my deepest soul was an accurate decision and was meant for me. In those moments, then, there's this self-belief that is just negative. It almost feels like it's defining who I am. And those are the moments, that is the tape that I have to change. Everyone that's walking around, every person that you see has a tape about their self-belief. Interrogate your internal dialogue. Because your internal dialogue is that tape that is reaffirming this narrative that you believe about yourself. Sometimes you find that what has been recorded onto your tape wasn't actually your doing. Just life. Life happened and life gave you a certain narrative. Life's things happened and you interpreted them in a way that created a certain narrative that you have sort of allowed yourself to continue to believe. But at the same time, if you question it and actually ask yourself, like, why do I believe this? Why do I think this? Why do I have these kinds of thoughts around this subject? Why do I have these kinds of thoughts around this person? What about what they're doing has led me to believe this about me? Tell your story. Dictate the grooves in your vinyl. Choose the sound that is going to come out of your tape. In those moments when you face face tough moments, keep playing the right tape. The more you play it, the more it engraves the positive grooves in your story. It engraves the positive grooves in your vinyl, in your narrative.